What's going on, everybody? This is Ezequiel Casas once again here, and this is going to be part 2 of my San Francisco consignment store journey. I'm going to be heading out in a few minutes just to look for some high quality Japanese denim. Additionally, it'd be a great way to go and take a bike ride around the beautiful city of San Francisco. So, as I mentioned last time, I'm going to be hitting up pretty much solely consignment stores. And I found some really good finds last time. I'm actually wearing the Self Edge and Ironheart collaboration jeans that I bought at Relove on Polk. Those are some great jeans, and I'm just gonna head out. As I mentioned, I'm just really looking for specifically high-end Japanese denim, not so much just any sort of run-of-the-mill thing. I'm looking for specific brands, obviously 100% cotton, made in Japan, and making sure that they fit and that they feel good. You know, give myself a decent amount of mobility. Ran into some jeans that were nice, but they had no type of mobility to them. So the goal today is to hit up the second half of the stores that are mentioned in the article below, the Racked SF article, and we'll just see what the state of these consignment stores is in terms of having some Japanese denim. So, all right, I'll see you guys when I come back. Peace. All right, everybody, I'm here at the Real on Post, and I'm just gonna check it out. I know I had a friend who worked here, said he got some really good high quality stuff. So let's see what they got inside. All right. Okay, just got out of the Real. Not what I was looking for. What's nice about it, they do have a little iPad where you can check the inventory for any brands you might want, but most of it is pretty high fashion, pretty eclectic stuff. So on to the next one, we'll see what we got there. All right, what's going on? I'm in the Castro right now, and this is one of my favorite places to check out. Crossroads on Market usually has a great selection, mid-range and some high-range stuff, high-shelf stuff. I bought both of my APC jeans here, so hopefully we'll find something good. Check you out in a second. All right, unfortunately, Crossroads did not have what I was looking for, but that's okay. They have a pretty good general spread of used clothing, so I highly recommend you check them out. They're on Market at the kind of the beginning of the Castro neighborhood. So once again, check it out. Highly recommend this spot. On to the next one. All right, so I'm up the block from that Crossroads on Market. I'm here at Sweet Generie, designer consignment, one of the top listed places here in San Francisco for high fashion consignment gear. So we're gonna take a step inside, see if they have some premium Japanese denim. All right, let's see what they got. All right, just got done here at Sui Generis. I really like the way that they have things laid out. They have a lot of information, including how much the original retail price is, so you don't have to keep digging through it. Getting your grubby little hands, getting my grubby little hands all over the fabric. And I found a couple jeans that I liked. Unfortunately, one of them was a little too distressed. I guess some people are into that. I'm really into more wanting just to tell my story from chapter 1 or 2, or And then the second one I found, it was nice, but unfortunately I checked out the retail price and wasn't really that much of a big difference between the retail price and what they were selling it for. So I'm really trying to find a decent ROI, like a good $300 pair of jeans for about $150, $125. So I'll just keep coming back here. They get a ton of stuff. They said about 150 items every day. Seems to be a place where I'm gonna have to come back every weekend. All right, on to the next one. All right, so I'm here in the Castro. I was on my way to this place called Mary's Exchange. I thought it would be really close to the main intersection of Castro and Market, but it seems like it's gonna be about like an 8-block uphill bike ride, which, although I am pretty ardent in my journey for these jeans, the place is called Mary's Exchange, and from what the article states, probably doesn't seem like they're gonna be carrying any sort of Japanese denim. So I'm just gonna scratch that one off the list. If I find myself in that area, I'll go check it out, but for right now, I'm just gonna keep on to the next location. All right, see you soon. All right, so I made it to the Mission. This place isn't on the list, but this is a place that I really like checking out once in a blue moon. It's a Buffalo Exchange on Valencia. Sometimes they have a pretty decent selection of denim, mostly just, mid-shelf, nudie jeans, Naked and Famous stuff, but once in a blue moon, there's something really good. So I'm gonna go check it out, see what I can find. All right, see you in a second. All right, as I mentioned, sometimes it's a slam dunk, sometimes it's not. As I said before, usually you're just sifting through like 70, 80 to 85% like Levi's and other kind of just low shelf brands. So we're on to the last place, called the Painted Bird. Couldn't find it on a map, so it might be closed down. So this might be my last stop of the day. Anyway, on to the next one. All right, so I got to 1360 Valencia, where the painted bird should be, as unfortunately, as I found out, it has closed down and is now a little strength training gym. That's okay, I'm just in the mission, probably gonna hit up a friend for a beer and call it a day. All right, everyone, thanks for rolling with me. I'll see you when I get back. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Just got back from San Francisco. Just want to check in the way my day went. This part of the journey was a little bit shorter than the last one. There were a lot less stores. I made sure to just check in with the article and see which of the stores just kind of wouldn't fit my fancy. One of them that was in the neighborhood of the Castro was way too far up a hill, and when I looked on the website, it said it was predominantly women's clothing. As I've learned from my experiences going to Chris Consignment and Designer Consigner, you just have to know that if it's not explicitly, you know, men's stuff or XYZ, you probably want to just check it off. So that one didn't work out. That was called Mary's Exchange. Didn't work out. The second place that I was looking at was predominantly kids stuff. I don't even remember what it was called, but it was vintage kids stuff. Then the third place that I wanted to go to had actually shuttered since the article came out. So that made my journey a little bit less convoluted. I made up for that time by going to the Crossroads on Market Street near the Castro, which is one of my favorite places to go. And the second being the Buffalo Exchange on Valencia in the Mission District. Those are two places that, as I've discussed before, it takes a little bit more sifting through, but once in a blue moon, you'll find something good. I didn't find anything good because I said I'm looking for very specific, high quality, premium brand Japanese denim. The closest I got to it was this place called Sui Generis on Market Street in the Castro. What I loved about their store is that they had the tags with a lot of information on them about these jeans. So it said obviously the name brand, the types of fabric, the color, the size. But what was also great about it is it said where the garment was made, and also for some of them it said how much the retail price was. So that saves me a lot of time in terms of, okay, is this a Japanese brand? Is this a Canadian brand? Is this an American brand? Is this an American or Canadian brand or European brand using Japanese denim? Helped me really sift down. I did find two pairs of jeans that were made in Japan, all cotton, you know, what I assumed were high fashion brands because they're at this very, very posh consignment store. But when I took a closer look, there were a couple things that that kind of just crossed them off my list. So the first pair were from Kicking Mule, and I looked them up. I mean, they're pretty legit. They're made in Japan, but when I looked at similar pricing, so the jeans were being sold for about $125. When I looked online, I was assuming that these jeans would run about $300, $350, like some of the other brands I've seen. This Self Edge is about $350. The other Capital brand I had was about $300. These ones seem to only be about $120, $150. So I wasn't really saving too much money. That's not to say that just because it's expensive means it's better. But if I'm not really getting a steal, then why am I thrifting? I can just go buy them straight from the retailer or from a third party who sells these types of jeans. The second one that I came across was another brand. I'll put it in the text right here, but I don't remember what it was. The issue that I had with it, and you can see in the video, they were extremely distressed. I don't know if they were made that way or it was a combination of they were made that way and just general wear and tear. But as I've explained before, what I'm looking for is very much what I like to call blank slate denim, meaning that there's not a lot of fading, There's not a lot of creases in it already. There's not a lot of, you know, cuff wear and tear. These ones look like they've been worn for about 5 years. You know, really worn in, and that's not really what I'm going for. So I had to pack them up. You know, what I did know is that they have a really great selection. And that will probably be another place that I'm gonna hit up probably on a monthly basis along with Relove. So that brings me to my third point, which is basically going down the list of some of these consignment stores. What I liked, first on the top of the list, I would say Relove is by far my favorite place after going to all these different consignment shops. They had a great vibe. The people there were very friendly and very warm and not at all shy in regards to spreading their knowledge, you know, kind of just letting me know like what's the difference between consignment versus thrift versus somewhere like Goodwill. And I just hit it off. That's a place where I, you know, like I mentioned in the video before, I just felt right at home. So that was one of my best place to shop. Obviously I got these and the Capital jeans there. They were right there. And it seems like people, that's kind of the spot for Japanese denim in my book. Second up, I would say Sui Generis is another place like that. As I mentioned in the video, I like that they have the tags out and they have all this information, so you're not, you know, touching it, you're not getting it all grubby. And it just makes it really fast. Like you don't have to pull things out of the rack, and there's a lot of jeans there, so you have trouble sometimes getting them in. You can kind of see that they want to keep things on the rack more than not. And obviously they get a lot of denim there, they get a lot of clothes there, so that'll probably be the second one that I go to. The third one, I liked it, but the way that it was organized was a little bit off, was the Real Real. The Real Real is blowing up. I had a friend who worked there. They're just expanding. What my issue is, and I think I mentioned this at the beginning of my journey in downtown, is some of this high fashion stuff is just ugly. You know, I mean, I don't know about fashion or haute couture or whatever, but some of this stuff just makes you look like a bully magnet. If you want to get crazy, go to the Real Real. The one thing I did like about the Real Real, which is why they're the third part on there, is because when I was in the store and I couldn't find it, and you know, the clerk was like, oh, I don't really know, they have an iPad there which has an up-to-date inventory. So that way you can look up, you know, if there was anything there, they might have shuffled around, you can look it up. So that's really cool. The other thing that's cool about the Real Real is obviously they're also an online consignment store. So if you know your size, if you know what you're doing, and you're willing to kind of, you know, like I said, willing to roll that dice in terms of buying some Japanese denim off the internet, they could be a great resource. Honestly, I haven't tried looking into their inventory on the internet. I'm sure it's amazing. I'm sure that there probably may be a pair of the samurai jeans that I really am looking for. So I'm gonna check that out. The fourth one I would probably say, and this is obviously going kind of more into that just generic place, it's just a kind of generic consignment shop, is the Crossroads on Market. So as Michael told me, the neighborhood is gonna define what is in that store. And since it's really on the border between the financial district downtown and the Castro, you're getting a lot of people with a lot of good fashion sense who know what they're buying, they know what's good, and they also know when to trade it in. Because as we all know, you know, you buy something, you like it for a while, you might grow out of it in terms of maturity. So that has been my go-to place. I bought my first few pairs of Japanese denim there. I still have 2 of the 3 APC jeans that I bought there. Obviously the third one got way too messed up after a night of partying. I had to toss them. But even though it's a Crossroads, you know, and some people like look down on it a little bit, I like it because they always have a consistent quality there. You do have to keep going back, you know, it's gonna be a little bit more, you know, digging in the crates in that terms, but that is where I was like, those 4 places in San Francisco, I know I'm gonna be making circuits, maybe every month, just to double, triple check. So that is it. The rest of them, I mean, like I said, I had a very specific objective in mind, and that's to find premium, high quality Japanese denim. If you want to do other things, that's on you. My objective was very, very focused. That's all for now. Like I said, Relove, Sweet Generee, The Real, and the Crossroads on Market. Those are my 4 top choices for finding premium Japanese denim here in the city of San Francisco. Not here, because I'm in Berkeley, but here in the general San Francisco Bay Area. So that was it. Thanks for riding with me. I hope you enjoyed the photos. I hope you enjoyed some of the architecture. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the journey. Catch y'all next time. Peace.